So we have the world champion, Ryback and Brock Lesnar. Wait a minute, that's Batista. Batista from behind. And that's Randy Orton as well. Randy Orton and Batista blindsiding Ryback and Brock Lesnar. Has Randy Orton found some help in the aid of Batista to help him fight against the Authority and Ryback? Well, we all know Batista and Ryback, they're currently in a little bit of a situation right now. Now, Batista and Orton team up to take down Lesnar. Is this the help that Orton needs to get himself through, get himself unscathed into WrestleMania 30? And it's the message that Batista is sending to Ryback. The message that Ryback needs to convince him to give Batista a title shot at the big show, WrestleMania. So what a start to Monday Night Raw we've got here as Batista and Orton laid out Lesnar and Ryback there. So guys, welcome back to more Universe Mode. I'm BrendenPlayz. As you can see, 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. This show is getting really hot. And once again, I want to apologize. Lack of uploads, but from now on, expect daily uploads from me. I am back full time. I've got plenty of time on my hands, so I'm going to really invest a lot of time right now into Universe Mode. So this is the first match in today's show. It is the WWE Tag Team Tournament #1 contendership match. This is the match that will tell us who will be in the final of the tournament. Will it be the Punjabi Cobra or the Primetime Players? Fatal 4-way, AJ Lee will take on Layla, Summer Rae, and Natalya. Bit of a Divas Championship matchup, contendership perhaps. RVD will face off against Dean Ambrose one-on-one. Six-man tag team match, Kane, Adam Rose, Curtis Axel. They'll face off against perhaps Paul Heyman's. It seems that this is Paul Heyman's preferred team right now. Cena, Bryan, and Punk. So another six-man tag team match to perhaps determine whether or not Paul Heyman should pick this team. Or I honestly believe he should be picking the Wyatt family, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Triple threat match: Big E versus Fandango and R-Truth. We don't know who'll face off for the US title yet. And what about this one? Orton, Batista versus Ryback and Brock Lesnar. And not only that, the COO Triple H will be in their corner. Can you believe that? The Authority, well, Brock Lesnar is back in action, and the Authority looking to take down Orton. And now Batista, who's defied the Authority, Batista teaming up with Orton. Perhaps the help, like I said, this is the help that he may need, as AJ, Layla, Natalya, Summer Rae, fatal 4-way match. Natalya against the win. Of course, we're going to play the tag team tournament match up there. Ambrose knocks off RVD. Is Cena, Bryan, and Punk the dream team? Yeah, well, you never know. Another win there. Perhaps that will persuade Paul Heyman. Big E, Fandango, and R-Truth. R-Truth gets the win in triple threat. And of course, we are going to play that main event match. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. So let's get straight into it. This is the match that will determine who will be in the final of the tournament, the tag team tournament. Of course, the winner of this match will face either the Big Show and Rey Mysterio, or, yes, Edge and Christian. You heard that correctly. The winner will face one of those two teams. So this is a huge match. Punjabi Cobra, probably the surprise, I think, of the tournament so far. I didn't really expect them to get through the first round. And now here we are. They're in the second round of the tournament. They beat the Primetime Players, who I believe are the favorites to win the tournament. Then you can pretty much, well, guarantee that they could beat the Shield, because we know the Primetime Players, they're a tough team, and if they can beat them, well, I think they can beat anybody. So this is a bit of an underrated team, and you really don't expect too much between these two guys. But you got the Great Khali, 7'2" or 3", whatever the hell, 400 pounds, and then you got Santino. Well, Santino is a former US champion in Universe Mode, so you can't really under deny him here. You know, he's really has impressed, and he really has proven himself so far in Universe Mode. And this team of the Primetime Players has as well, but they had such a short tag team title reign. I really thought that they were going to hold the titles for a long time, and obviously they've had a huge saga of matches against the Shield in recent times. As well, Khali sending O'Neal flying to start this one off. So obviously, I really thought the PTP would have held the titles for a bit longer, but I guess the Shield are just too damn good. And we've seen the Primetime Players and the Shield face off a number of times on pay-per-view in recent times, so perhaps we'll see their saga continue one more time at WrestleMania if the Primetime Players do in fact win this tournament. And I tell you what, there's some stiff competition though. You know, the Punjabi Cobra are going to be tough to beat tonight, and obviously going on from that, either Big Show and Rey Mysterio or Edge and Christian. Tough times ahead for whoever wins this side. I mean, I think the other side of the table, you know, Edge and Christian and Big Show and Rey Mysterio, arguably the strongest side of the two brackets. So I think whoever wins this one is going to have their work cut out, no doubt, in trying to contain one of those two tag teams. So very difficult times ahead, no doubt about that. But obviously the winner will face the Shield, which I think will be even a tougher match. The Shield, you know, have been the MVP of the tag team division throughout Universe Mode, and they had a huge title reign, only to lose it to the Primetime Players. But hey, they regained it just as quick, so you can't really deny them. You know, they really have been impressive, and they are the top team, in my opinion, here in Universe Mode. So tough times ahead for any of these tag teams. But obviously WrestleMania, we have the 6-man tag team matchup. Of course, the winner of that will earn the draft pick, so that is going to be huge for their respective brand. And we saw Cena, Bryan, and Punk in a tag team match. Obviously, like I said, I think the Wyatt family or Cena's team, or Cena, Bryan, Punk, I was going to say Cena's team, but I didn't really want to make Cena out to be the captain. But anyways, I think it's got to be the Wyatts or the Dream Team, I'm going to call it. The Superstar team, I don't know, whatever, but it's got to be one of those teams in my opinion. I think Paul Heyman's kind of nailed it down, so perhaps next week we'll see those two teams square off, and the winner may be Paul Heyman's choice. I don't know. I really feel as though those two teams have been the standout, but on SmackDown, you don't know, man. I think SmackDown, it could be right up, you know, it could be anyone. I mean, I feel as though having an established 3-man team is the way to go. Obviously, Paul Heyman has the Shield or the Wyatts. He can make the Shield do double duty, which I don't think is wise, or he can choose the Wyatt family, who have proven themselves right now, which I think is the right decision to make. So they can go about it that way, or of course, you know, they can pick Cena, Punk, Bryan, or even another team of 3. I don't know, but obviously they have that. And then of course on SmackDown, Triple H, who is filling in for the time being until the SmackDown GM is named. When that will be, I'm not exactly sure. I've heard rumors that perhaps WrestleMania might be the time we hear about a new GM. I don't know, but obviously Triple H is probably going to assemble the best team. I don't think Triple H really wants Raw to win or SmackDown to win. I think he just wants a good match. So I think Triple H is going to be picking a damn good team. And who Triple H is going to be picking, well, it really is up in the air. We saw 3MB impress, but you know, throughout the course of Universe Mode, they haven't really had much success. In recent times, they've kind of strung together a couple of wins, but they bowed out of this tag team tournament very, very quickly. So perhaps that will turn Triple H off the idea. That, or, you know, of course, he can maybe pick a team of, you know, maybe Big Show, Mark Henry, or Sheamus, or something like that. A really big, strong team to go in, or, you know, he could pick a Cesaro, Del Rio, or a Ziggler, or something like that. You know, really technically gifted athletes, and you know, it could be so many different options that the Triple H could choose from. I feel as though SmackDown has the best array of talent available, but I feel as though Raw has the better established teams. So I don't know. I mean, Cena, Punk, and Bryan have struggled in Universe Mode for a long time now. So is it wise to trust those three to bring home the first draft pick and arguably one of the biggest and most important matches in Universe Mode? Because I think the draft is going to be huge. We're going to see a lot of changes. And about the draft, I'm going to put up a list of all the people who are on the roster, all the superstars and divas that are on the roster. I'm going to post that up on my website and my forums. And I want you guys to go over there and vote up who you want to see go where. You know, obviously the draft will be random. I'm going to actually find a way to make it random. I have a fair idea how I'm going to go about it. So there will be random picks, but I'm also going to use some of the picks that you guys want to see. So obviously, you know, let's say you want to see Santino Marella, you want to see him go to SmackDown, then that could happen. You know, obviously I'm going to listen to the viewers and maybe go, okay, X amount of people want this to happen, I'm going to make this happen. So, and I feel as though right now, I mean, a lot of you guys have asked me, will I bring tag teams together or will I separate them? I feel as though, let's say the Usos, they're a tag team, they'll get drafted as a tag team. They're not going to get drafted as Jimmy Uso or Jey Uso. They're going to get drafted as the Usos. So if they are a active team right now, like we have Ryback on the roster, but if Curtis Axel gets drafted, Ryback's not going to go with him because they're not an active team. So if they're actively on the roster right now as a tag team, for example, they've been in the tournament, they've been you know, part of the tag team division quite heavily in recent times, they're going to go over to the other brand as a tag team. So primetime players get drafted to Raw, then they will go to Raw. And obviously tag teams, then they are technically tied down to a roster as Khali takes down Titus O'Neil with a chop to the skull, but he kicks out at 2. I thought that could be it. Obviously, like for example, primetime players, they are technically on SmackDown as the double-handed chokeslam to O'Neil as well, but they're not officially, realistically, on a show. So Khali looking to put O'Neil away, and he kicks out at 2 again. I keep getting interrupted here. I feel as though Khali is just about to end this one. And he's got O'Neil up again, the strength of Khali. So we have teams that officially are branded as a SmackDown or Raw team, but let's say the primetime players, they're branded as a SmackDown team, they could get drafted to SmackDown because after WrestleMania, we're going to have brand exclusive tag teams. So there will no longer be teams competing on both shows. They're going to be either on SmackDown or Raw. So this draft will decide where those teams do end up because there will be a second tag team championship being added in as the bear hug's enough. Primetime players have lost this one. Punjabi Cobra have pulled up perhaps the biggest upset of the tournament thus far. Wow, I really didn't expect the primetime players to go down here. And Titus O'Neil has tapped out to the big bear hug. Great Khali dominating Titus O'Neil in this match. And there's no surprise there. Look at the size of Khali. My goodness. So Khali has done it. He has done it for his team, and he and Santino will progress to the final of the tournament where they'll face either the Big Show or Big Show and Rey Mysterio, or Edge and Christian, I should say. So, very interesting times right now for this tournament. Who will win the tag team tournament? It's up in the air right now. We've got another tag team match coming up here, though. But this time, it's involving two teams that have nothing to do with the tag team division right now. Randy Orton and Batista facing Ryback and Brock Lesnar. Now, obviously, Randy Orton has been taking a load of punishment. Last week, he faced Brock Lesnar and Ryback in a 2-on-1 handicap match where he lost. But this week, he's brought back up with him, and he's brought Batista along with him. And obviously, he's got a bit of a running rivalry right now with Ryback. Obviously, Batista has challenged Ryback for WrestleMania. Ryback yet to accept, so perhaps Ryback getting his hands on Batista tonight and vice versa may convince one another to go at it. May convince Ryback to say, you know what, I want to take on Batista. And look, Batista, he's been a bit hot and cold since his return. He's had a couple of big wins, but he's had a couple of big losses as well. But certainly the momentum is on his side. He's looking good heading in towards WrestleMania. I would say he would definitely be the right choice to face Ryback at WrestleMania 30. There's no denying that, and it's good to see him helping Randy Orton out here. You know, obviously Randy Orton's trying to stay alive, stay breathing by himself here, where he has two huge guys in Ryback and Brock Lesnar beating him up every week. It's tough. It is certainly tough on Randy Orton, but now he's called in the troops. He's called in Batista to give him a helping hand, and that's a good decision from Orton. Because if Randy Orton continues to take this punishment week after week after week, I don't think he's going to make it to WrestleMania. And this is exactly what Triple H wants to occur here. And Triple H is going to be joining Lesnar and Ryback here for this one. He's going to be in their corner, so the boss will be out there getting a better look at Randy Orton and now Batista. Obviously, Triple H probably not very impressed by Batista coming out here to help out Orton. So, a lot of history between Orton, Batista, and Triple H, though. As Brock Lesnar, well, in recent times, he's had a lot more matches on Raw. He's probably had more matches on Raw this month than he has in about the history of Universe Mode, I'd say. I don't know, I think he had 3 matches on Raw. I think he's had two in a row. 2 weeks in a row we've seen Lesnar on Raw. That is very, very rare. But it is WrestleMania season, and this is very important for Brock Lesnar. I think this is his hardest challenge. We'll be at WrestleMania 30 trying to take down Randy Orton. As the Beast is out here. And obviously, he wants to do the Authority proud. His normal manager, Paul Heyman, hasn't really been accompanying him ringside recently because Brock Lesnar has kind of taken a bit of an approach where he wants to do it all himself. He's tired of having to, he's tired of having the thought surrounding him that he can't win without the Authority holding his hand, which I think is completely false. He went into the Elimination Chamber. He proved everyone wrong there. And obviously now he's got a little bit of a team-up going right now with Ryback. I don't think Ryback is associated with the Authority, so to say, but I think Ryback just kind of helping out the Authority and is on good terms, but I wouldn't say, he's an official member of the Authority or anything like that, but certainly might seem that way because Lesnar and Ryback are certainly teaming up to try and take down Randy Orton, and now Batista's entered this match as well, so it could go either way right now. We saw Ryback and Lesnar, they knocked off Orton last week, but now you add Batista into this match. It's going to be tough for the 2 champs to walk away with the W this time, and Triple H out in the corner as well, so that will certainly help them out in their endeavors to win this one. So at WrestleMania, probably the biggest match in Universe Mode. I really feel as though The Rock and Orton was the biggest match, but now Randy Orton will be getting his first ever title shot. Can you believe it? First ever title shot in Universe Mode at WrestleMania 30. That's huge. Randy Orton has been a part of the roster for quite some time, but you got to remember, he had a long hiatus away, and obviously when he was first introduced in a couple of months of Universe Mode, he was out of the title picture. He wasn't quite there. And of course he had that big match against Rock and then was retired, and he's come back now and he won the Royal Rumble. So obviously at WrestleMania will be getting his rightfully deserved opportunity, but he has never had an opportunity yet, which is quite strange. In a year of Universe Mode, almost a year of Universe Mode, Randy Orton never has had an opportunity yet. Any tag, team, singles, you name it. No title shots at all. As Batista's entered this match, now he and Ryback are going to go at it as Ryback takes down Batista. So this is the confrontation we've been waiting for. And Ryback, he wants nothing to do with Batista. As Lesnar now, Lesnar and Batista Lesnar taking down Orton on the outside. And obviously Batista and Ryback, since Batista's return, he's been gunning after Ryback. And hang on, Batista attacking Triple H, now attacking Ryback and Lesnar. And Lesnar not happy with that. Don't touch Triple H, don't touch the boss. As Ryback and Lesnar now teaming up to take down Batista. So, look, Batista, I feel as though he's so close. He just has to get that title opportunity, and he'll get there, He was a little bit disappointing in the Elimination Chamber match. I thought Alberto Del Rio was the MVP of that match. He certainly impressed me the most. So, I felt as though Batista was going to win that match. He didn't quite get it done. And instead, he's come away with a loss. Then he had another match the week after against Mark Henry. He lost. But last week he managed to knock off Sheamus. So perhaps in the next week or so, he may prove to Ryback that he's worthy enough of trying to challenge the king of SmackDown for an opportunity. And obviously Ryback has to defend his title. So at the end of the day, it is up to the GM. Which in fact we don't actually have a GM, so it's pretty much up to Triple H whether or not Batista gets an opportunity. And I guess Triple H probably not going to be too impressed that Batista attacked him just before, so I don't know about Batista's chances of getting an opportunity. But Lesnar, taking down Batista. I could see him trying to run over to Batista and line him up. He did so successfully. Now Randy Orton, he comes to join the party. He throws Lesnar back in the ring. And, WrestleMania, the 2 title matches, Will we see Chris Jericho accept the Undertaker's challenge? That's going to happen this next episode on SmackDown. Undertaker gave Jericho a deadline, so will we see Jericho take his challenge on the next episode of Universe Mode? So obviously that'll make up 3 matches, we assume so. The Tag Team Tournament match, and then we'll probably see a couple of a US title match and Intercontinental title match as well, and a Divas match. That'll probably make up, and of course, sorry, the 6-man tag team match to determine the Raw vs SmackDown match. So really shaping up to be a really good card, I think. So if you got any match suggestions, make sure you let me know. I don't know really what to do with the mid-card titles, the US title or the Intercontinental title. A lot of you guys have been requesting that we do like a battle royale or include as many guys as possible. So if you want to see me do, a multi-man match for those ones, and maybe add like a gimmick match, and maybe make it a ladder match or something like that. I don't know. We had a ladder match not long ago, so I don't know. We'll add something to it. But if you want to see me do a multi-man match, because I had a couple ideas on what I want to do singles-wise, but I don't know if I want to do, like a fatal 4-way or a battle royal, whatever. So if you want me to do more people in the match, let me know. Otherwise, there'll probably be a singles match. I think right now we're probably going to see Wade Barrett versus Rusev one-on-one. I mean, Rusev's been dominating the division. Had a bit of a hiccup in the recent episode of SmackDown, but I feel as though he's still worthy of an opportunity. So Rusev and Barrett will probably occur, which means there is a bit of a door opening right now. Who's going to take on the US champion at Wrestlemania? So I think we probably could see like a battle royal for that one. I think that would be pretty cool. But we've seen a lot of battle royals recently though, so that's probably my only reason why. And a lot of you guys were wondering if I was going to do the Andre the Giant battle royal match, whatever it's called, Memorial. I can't pronounce that fucking name, honestly. It's too long. I actually forget what it's called. So the Andre Giant match. I don't think the game, if you do more than a 6-man battle royal match, it turns into a Royal Rumble match. So it's a little bit stupid. I think the game really needs to fix that out. So there's no battle royal, 20-man battle royal match. Simply because, it turns into a Royal Rumble match. If, like, for example, the next game, as, Lesnar with the F5 on Orton, and Orton could be down there. Hang on, we'll go back to that in a second and see if Lesnar gets the pin. Randy kicks out at 2 the last second. And now another shoulders down again, but Orton will kick out again. So obviously, if the game does fix that up in the next one, and maybe at the next WrestleMania, and a lot of you, like, I don't know, you guys keep asking me why are you continuing on. Yes, I am. So I don't know if I think I answered that in the last episode, but I just want to reinforce that. Yes, I am continuing on past WrestleMania. I'm doing the freaking draft, for goodness sake. So yes, I will be doing Universe Mode up until WWE 2k14, and if the 2k15 has Universe Mode, obviously I'll transfer everything over from this Universe Mode to the next one, because I feel as though, what's the point of creating a new one? And I feel as though my channel is kind of, got a bit of a unique Universe Mode in a way that it's continuing on through game after game after game. We went from 13 to 14, now to 15, and then, well, hell, we'll go to 16, 17. It just kind of creates a history behind it, and if you've been following the series for years now, you understand what's been going on from day one. You get what's going on, and you can follow on and enjoy it. So, and obviously, I'll be able to accommodate for new viewers. I'll just let everyone know, because I let everyone know what's going on every episode. So, I feel as though that's the way to go, and unless there is no Universe Mode, then we are truly fucked. I don't know what we're going to do. But yeah, so for those of you guys wondering, am I continuing on to 2k15? Hell yeah, I am. And I just want to, you guys, like I said before when talking about the draft, I really want you guys to let me know and give your thoughts and feedback on Universe Mode. And I have a forum up over on my forums, BrendenPlayz.com/forums, where you guys can go over there and post up about Universe Mode. Give me your ideas over there. A lot of guys have been posting up some ideas. Who deserves a push, who should get an opportunity at the title, who should be drafted. There's some conversations like that over there, and obviously you can bring up your own, like say, I want so and so to be a tag team. Why don't you do that? Or bring back this guy. Some conversations like that and some suggestions like that would be very welcome. I know a lot of you guys comment them down below, but I just kind of want you guys to get on my website and sign up to my forums. That would be awesome. Like, I really just revamped it in recent times, and it should be all up and running, looking really, really good at the moment, the forum. So I really want you guys to go over and sign up. Like I said, BrendenPlayz.com/forums. I know you guys are probably sick of me plugging my shit, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. As this match is really in the hands right now of, I don't know, what the fuck is Triple H doing over there? He's just kind of walking into the post. So this match is really in the hands of the Authority right now. And, well, Lesnar and Ryback, I should say. As Batista takes down Lesnar, but Lesnar, he's going to kick out at 1. So right now, Batista's got to get a tag. Get out of here. Hang on. Oh! Orton saving Batista. You had to assume that Lesnar was going to pick him up for the F5, but Orton, he whacked Lesnar, and that enabled Batista to walk away without eating up an F5 there. But right now, it really is Brock Lesnar dominating Batista, and Orton, he's still on the apron right now. He's not getting involved here as Lesnar goes for the pin, but Batista kick out before a count. So right now, Lesnar has got Batista up. Hang on. F5. That's it. Ryback's going to enter this one to try and take Orton. He does so successfully. Orton's out of the picture. Cover. 2, 3. That's it. Batista's been pinned from Brock Lesnar. And Ryback and Lesnar have defeated Randy Orton and Batista. So the blindside attack from Batista and Orton earlier on in the show didn't really amount to anything later on in their 2-on-2 confrontation match. Unfortunately for Orton and Batista, the two #1 contenders in my book, they have not been able to knock off this team. So the two champs proving to be a really, really good tag team right now. I mean, tell you what, if these guys weren't world champions, I think these guys would be one hell of a tag team and could be tag team champions in my opinion, because these guys, they're freaking awesome as a tag team. Had a lot of success so far, and Triple H is going to be happy with his men, and a big win here tonight. So obviously, the momentum is in the hands of the world champions leading in towards WrestleMania. So that's going to do it for this edition of 2K14 Universe Mode. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. That tells me that what I'm doing is good and what I'm making is good. So please leave a like. Comments appreciated as well. Please join my forums. I really would appreciate that. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and have a great day for me. Thanks, guys.